Thank you for tuning in to ArrowStar's special coverage of the Goshen County Fair. Started out with a little bit of rain, but it won't rain on this parade, and hundreds of Goshen County residents line the streets of Main Street for the annual Goshen County Fair Parade.
This advertising is just not what I need. I gotta try something. ArrowStar.
Getting married, graduating, have other photo and video needs? ArrowStar, your one-stop shop for all your multimedia needs, from film transfers to photography and videography. Contact us today and book your next appointment.
All right, I got my ad on ArrowStar, and the money is rolling in.
Following the parade, there were several shows out at the fairgrounds, including the Supreme Cow Contest. Participants had to go through a rigorous process preparing for this show.
So it's a 2-year program. The first year, you'll just use your regular show heifers, and you bring them in, and your cattle get weighed, and then you go through an interview process, and then there's also a visual appraisal by judges. And then they combine all those into a point system, and they choose your champion Phase 1 cow. And your cow has to be bred in order to participate in that. And then following that, the next year you bring your cow back with their calf. They weigh them, you go through another interview competition, they judge your record book, and then they do another visual appraisal, and they put all those points together. And then they'll choose a champion Phase 2. And then the champion overall Supreme Cow is the Phase 2 combined. So that's the most prestigious award to win.
Gospel music's most spectacular event, the National Quartet Convention, returns to a premier vacation destination, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Headlining the main stage of the LeConte Center are the Booth Brothers, the Hoppers, Greater Vision, Triumphant Quartet, the Collingsworth Family, Mark Trammell Quartet, Jason Crabb, and more. Plus, the largest Christian marketplace showcases the Singing Muse Fan Awards. Reserve your seats today. Visit nqconline.com.
The Wyoming Legislature convenes in January. We met up with Representative Sherry Steinmetz to see what the issues were going to be.
So this year, the top issue in the Wyoming State Legislature is sure to be the budget, even though we're in a 40-day session, which is not a budget session. We're in the long session. And so what that means is the state of Wyoming right now, we're facing a structural deficit, which means that in our ongoing expenses, a deficit is actually built into our spending policy. And so we're going to have to be addressing that. We're going to have to make spending cuts. Now, there are some that have been deeply engrossed in the legislature who are not running again, who would say that we need to raise taxes rather than cut spending. But I'm of the opinion the more money that we leave in the pockets of average citizens across the state who work hard for their money and manage it well, the better off Wyoming will be. And so I support not increasing taxes on folks, on those who work hard for their money, but cutting spending. And so that's going to be one of the big issues. Another issue is going to be individual liberties and how we're going to balance some of the issues coming and being foisted upon us by the federal government with what our Wyoming Constitution actually says. So those are some of the issues coming up, and there will sure to be a lot of debate on those, as there was the last budget session when many of us conservatives wanted to cut the state budget and cut spending a lot more than we actually were able to pass. And so hopefully this year we'll get a majority of votes that will actually do the job to cut spending and serve the Wyoming people in a way that best benefits them.
quality that you guys have within this county that you brought to the ring in every breed and every species, from the parents and ag teachers to the breeders and the kids. You guys work hard, and I tell you, it's one of my best shows I've ever gotten to judge in this setting. I think you guys have taken great care of me, and I appreciate that very much. The ring help and everybody that's been doing all the work on the other side, making me look good. If you thought it went good, it was all them. If it was terrible, you can blame that on me.
Pretty sunset. Doesn't get much better than this in America. You know, there was a dream once that you could be anything in America and do anything if you worked hard enough. You know, settlers, they'd went out west to get the American dream, a better life for themselves and for their family. You think of Walt Disney. He went bankrupt 3 times. He never gave up. Think of the artist that goes out to Tennessee and they never give up until they get that record deal. Steve Jobs changed an industry. You know, as a kid I wanted to be a broadcaster. And then I found out that I enjoyed selling advertising even more. My business partner, he wanted to be a broadcaster and interview people. We formed a company for news. I do the advertising, selling that. He interviews people. We enjoy it. Our American dream is to do this. So what's your dream?
Look at that good steer, Kate. Give him a smile. Here, look there. Count on 1100. Now 12, 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2, 2, 3, 23, and 4. We're going to go 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. We're going to go 600, 600. You're in. You're out. 2600, 7. 2600, 7. No, we're going to go 2800, 7. No, 9. 29, 3. 33, 33, 33. 31, 2, 31, 2, 2, 3. No. 32, 3. 33, 4. We're going to go 4, 4. 33, 34, 3400 4, 3300 $400 buyer, 33 4, 4, buyer, 33 4. Zach's in, $3,300 $400 buyer, sold $3,300. Buyer number ZWL, thank you very much, guys.
And our reserve champion, 4-H showman, who receives a lavender rosette and $20 from the Split Gerber Ranch in memory of Darlene Split Gerber, is Miss Noelle Chapman. And our champion, 4-H round robin showmanship, receiving a purple rosette and a buckle donated by Boongar Supply Company, is Mr. Dalton Keller. Congratulations. And now we have a tie. Broken on fitting scores. In third was Miss Danny Shinos. In second, receiving $20 from Ag Flyers Incorporated, Dean and Candy McLean. A lavender rosette is Mr. Tanner Weiss. And our champion, round robin showmanship, receiving a purple rosette and buckle donated by Lead Head Appliances, Ron and Eileen Kaufman and Geraldine Miller, is Miss Paige Miller. Congratulations.
Oh, it's just being kind and doing what's needed of you. You got to be nice to everybody and just take what life gives you, basically.
Good run. Following Jewel will be Cameron, Cole, Justin, and Hanson. Nice run, 215, goes to the lead.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up for ArrowStar News and highlights from Goshen County Fair. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you here next year.